No need for you to be wearing your coat. Take it off.
Your school days. Love them?
I was wondering about black hole formation because I was laying in bed last night and I started thinking about how 99% of everything is empty space.
Yeah, I don't like to dwell on that because that's quite worrying.
Or loathe them?
We know diameter is circumference divided by pi. 4 plus
What
3
is
plus 3,
pi?
which is 10.
Where did it come from?
You never forget them.
Right, clear off, scumbags.
At this school in Essex, 160 students are in their final and most important year, and their head teacher has grand ambitions.
The mantra that we use is nobody leaves without enough qualifications to make the next step in their life.
But that's easier said than done.
Sir, I feel like crying for no reason. Is that normal?
What, at your age, yeah.
They're teenagers.
Oh my God!
Emotional.
In the nicest possible way. It's a girl.
Excitable.
It's the laughing. Always laughing.
And a constant challenge.
You will never, ever come up against people who are as calm and patient as we are for the rest of your life.
How does he do? You are such a bugger.
This series reveals what life is really like in a modern secondary school.
Feeling bruised?
For the teachers,
We are trying to deliver you a future. I think we have a responsibility to give them the right chances.
You have no idea how much I like teaching you. You have no idea.
and today's kids at the very start of adult life.
How you do this year will determine what path you take in life.
This week,
One take one.
Vinny was once a child star.
When I'm older, I want to be a fireman and put fire out.
At school, he became a star pupil.
Multiplying 450 by 1.85.
£832.50.
Good.
But since his parents' breakup,
Stop.
No, why is it right for you to do that?
it's a different story.
Vinny basically is pushing the self-destruct button.
Can the school keep helping him?
I'm a stubborn old fool.
Or will Vinny's behaviour force head teacher Mr. Goddard to exclude him permanently?
This breaks my heart. The fact we're having this conversation still breaks my heart.
Check me, I actually went to a gig at Shepherd's Bush Empire last night.
Dude!
Huh?
You are a dude! Yes!
Adina, there is no need for you to be wearing your coat. Remove it. Oh, you were smiling yesterday. Don't be all grumpy. Ellis, come here now.
Do you get frustrated with having the same conversation day after day after day with students?
Yeah, I think it is frustrating. Yes, it is. But it's also reality. You'd like them to just go, yes, sir, thank you. You're quite right, sir, yes. Do you know something? I'm going to reevaluate my entire life now and change everything that I'm doing based on this conversation. Well, it's not going to be, is it? Emma, they are young people, and what do you do when you're young? You test out every boundary you possibly can, because that's what you do. How many times have you got the top of your skirt rolled up? I mean, I don't want to be some kind of miserable old fuddy-duddy misery, OK? But it's just too short. My attitude to it is that a young person can do anything they want to do.
Pull the gun, pull the gun, pull the gun.
As long as they understand that actually there are certain guidelines and certain rules, and when they get it wrong, they need to recognise that they've got it wrong, and that's just the way it is. Vinny, come here, please.
Why?
I'd like you to enter the school in exactly the same way as the other 890 students who attend this school. Until I see something telling me that there is a special new Vinnie Hunter law exempting you from the school's rules, you need to dress properly.
Okay. Billy Bedell, come here.
Vinny is 15 and has been at the school for 4 years.
Mr. Drew's out of order. He's got a grudge against me, miss. It's not my fault. When I started in Year 7,
used to think, oh, the teachers are really scary and that. Like, and then never got a detention in Year 7, never got told off in Year 7. I used to be a little good boy. No, I'm not.
Vinny is still in the top set for most subjects, but since his parents' separation, his behaviour has gone downhill.
Vin, come in.
Like most days, Vinny's morning starts with a chat from his favourite teacher, Miss Conway.
Have a seat.
She's definitely by far the best teacher. She's the only reason I haven't been excluded.
You reckon you're going to have a positive day today?
Probably.
No, let's try again. Do you reckon you're going to have a positive day today?
Do you want to sit down, sir?
No, thank you, mate. I'm not staying here.
You're not stupid, are you?
No.
I know what he's capable of, and you build up a rapport. The amount of time, as a PE teacher as well, I've spent with him when he's been going to football matches, rugby matches, representing the school. It is tough, because you don't want to lose certain pupils.
It's meant to be on silent.
Can you turn it off, please? Because if it's on the lesson, what's going to happen?
Can you get confiscated?
Yeah, and then what's going to happen then?
I'm getting more trouble.
And then we're back to square one, aren't we?
I need to get my bag.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wait, I'm in school.
Vinny!
What do you mean?
Vincent!
Oh, wait, I've got to go because I'm speaking to one of my teachers quick. All right, safe, bye. Bye.
OK, give me your phone.
Why?
OK, I'm going to block it away to avoid you getting in any trouble.
Oh, miss.
And then, OK, Vinny. Are you going to be OK today?
Yeah.
Lovely. Calm? Yes?
Yeah.
Lovely.
I want you to work out the percentage in glucose, which is C6H12O6. This is the type of thing as well that actually, once you get the hang of it, is really easy.
Benny, where are you wandering around?
I always end up in the corridor, so I just think I'll just walk around for a bit. Then I'll see a teacher, hide from them, and then walk around again and see another teacher, hide from them. Yeah. And then I'm having a conversation with another teacher. So I come here to get a drink.
Where?
From the Walt family. Just
Oh, my.
the one there.
Vinny? Vinny?
Yeah?
Did you behave yourself?
Do I hate myself?
Did you behave yourself?
Oh, I thought you said, do I hate myself? See you later, miss.
See you later. Hey. Vinny?
I'm going, miss.
No, that way. Don't be silly. Vin, where is your lesson? Vinny?
Yes?
He's only going. Where's your lesson? Come on, walk back.
Before you know it, the hour's gone. And I've missed the whole lesson.
How can you not like him?
Oh, you can't. You can't not like him.
He's a little sod, but
He is,
he's
he
just
makes
so
me
likeable.
Vinny, come here.
I don't find the situation with Vinny impossible. I find it extremely frustrating.
So far, since the bell went, you have walked this way and that way around about 6 times. Now, I'm aware that you think that you are allowed to do these things and that you think that the rules don't apply to you and nobody will say anything to you, OK? I am sat here in the corridor and I will. So I would like you to provide me with a note from your teacher which gives you permission to be walking the corridor.
I'm actually going to the toilet to get a wet
Where
cloth.
is your note from your teacher allowing you to do this?
I am my note.
Go to your lesson. You are not walking the corridor. Vinny?
I'm going to my lesson.
Where is your lesson?
Vinny is due in the Student Support Centre, a place where any student can go if they need extra help.
Hello, Karen. I've got Vinny with me. I'm sending him up now.
Vinny's being sent there because he's been disruptive in normal lessons.
I'm a bit concerned today because he's got 4 hours up here. I just think it's asking a lot of Vinny. Yeah, I'm very happy to have him. All right, cheers, Bex. Bye.
Go up there now, yeah? Bye.
He's been set coursework for one of his GCSE options, BTEC Sport.
I want a word with you. Yeah, I'm here. I'm not happy. What is this? Facebook or whatever. That, no.
It's my BTEC Sport work.
It certainly isn't.
It is, miss.
My eyesight's bad. but it's not that bad. This only works because there's a level of trust.
Oh, sorry, mate.
That's all right. Oh, Vinny, you're doing it again.
Up and it keeps doing it, look.
After break, we start again. Promise. Hang on. You have seriously let me down. I asked you so politely not to do that, Vinny. If I can't trust you, it won't work, will it?
I'm really frustrated with him. Jeez Louise.
Complaints about Vinny's behaviour have been coming in to head teacher Mr Goddard.
Mr. Wicks has my folder.
Yeah, well, I don't want you wandering the corridors just looking for Mr. Wicks.
No, I'll be 2 seconds, I'll be straight away.
Hello, sir.
You have got to be having a laugh, Vinny.
Why?
You've been taking the mick all day.
Why have I been taking the mick?
Come on.
Oh, I'm not going to sit in his office again. That's so wrong. No, I'm just going to go on. I'm actually going.
Sounds like it, Vinny. Hold on, we've been looking for you all day. You've truanted lessons. Where were you in maths?
Sitting on blue bench.
Yeah, and I walked round to get you out of blue bench and you'd done a runner. Were you in your maths lesson?
No, I wasn't in my maths lesson.
So why not? Vinny, walking away doesn't make your problems go away. You know that. Did you go that way? I think the biggest issue is trust around adults. His trust around adults was damaged by the fracture of mum and dad's relationship. 80% of school-based problems start at the home. And, you know, that's so obvious when you see Vinny's changed so much and see the shift in his behaviour because of it.
Do you ever think, OK, I've crossed the line now, I've gone too far?
Sometimes, and then I just go speak to Miss Conway and sort it out.
You sort of rebelling is making your life worse. Because as soon as anything gets a bit hard, your automatic reaction is, oh, I'm going home.
Yeah, because everyone tells you, be the bigger man, walk away. So when I get in an argument at school, instead of standing there and confronting someone and screaming at them and shouting at them, I'd rather just walk away.
Bottom line is, you go to all your lessons.
I was worse than this in the night.
No, you weren't, Finn.
Yeah,
No, I completely disagree.
What, you tell me I've got worse?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I've got better.
No, you haven't, and you know as well as I do. Vinny's hard to get through to now. Barriers up, he won't speak very, very openly. But there's a few times he said, I wish my parents were still together. And I think to some extent, I could be wrong, it's just my opinion, he blames himself. At the end of the day, it's your choice. You make the decisions. The next 9 months are going to be massive. I want you to do well. Other members of staff want you to do well. And I'm sure when you're in the right frame of mind, you want to do well, yeah? I don't want for you in, 4 years' time to be sitting there thinking, you know what? I wish I listened. You may not trust what I'm saying or believe in what I'm saying, but I guarantee what I'm telling you is valuable.
Okay, pack away, books back to me, please.
It's very good, this, because everyone stops and looks at me, which means I can see whether or not you're wearing your uniform properly. I feel I should do this more often. Let me see. Yes, good. Hayden Denton, I believe we're spending time together on Monday. Yes, sir.
Right, well, get your work up, please.
I'm getting up.
Thank you.
To be a successful sports leader, need a sense of humour, doesn't mind a joke, which helps to bring the group together but knows when to stop, helps shy our kids to become more confident with themselves.
And have you written all this?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Miss Conway is a very passionate sports person. She never gives up and pushes all of the students to reach their best potential. She needs all of the leadership skills to become the best that she can be. In my opinion, she is already the best she can be because I love her dearly.
Oh, Vinny, that is lovely. That is fantastic. Have we got to the end?
No.
What you need to understand is there's an automatic punishment if you've got cigarettes on you.
Place the cigarettes on my desk.
This ain't even my jacket.
Okay, cigarettes on the desk. Cigarettes on the desk.
This is my sister's coat.
Okay, you will be punished for possessing them. However, if you refuse to hand them over, then you will be punished further.
Have me sister's phone. If I get in trouble, I'm having a go at you for it. Lob's head.
Sorry, what? Sorry, what was that?
Lob's head.
What the hell's a lob's head?
A lob is a foolish person. I looked it up on streetslang.com.
Oh, so actually all she's done is just called me an idiot?
Yeah.
I thought it was like short for lobster head, and that somehow that meant the only way to deal with me was boil me alive, or that I would be sold in some expensive restaurant or something, and I was quite taken by that. I thought I could be a lobster head.
I thought you'd use a lobster head for a long period of time.
Indeed.
Yeah.
When Vinny arrived, he was known as bright, sporty, cheeky chappy. And now he's bright, but not doing what he should with it. Sporty, but not playing any sport. Now, why have I closed the door? Come on, Vinny, don't let me down, turn up. The cheekiness has turned into truculence, but that other kid's still in him. He's an A-levels and university kid, if he wants to be.
Hi, sir.
Hi, Vinny. Have a seat, mate. Talked about yesterday.
I don't know.
Vinny, you've got to follow our rules.
Yeah.
Okay? And we can be like other schools, or we just can say, actually, all those problems are yours. If you're not here, you're not following our rules, now that means you fail. And as far as I'm concerned, you fail, we fail. That's what this school should be about, a no-fail organisation. And I will invest as much personal energy and time into you as I possibly can. And your behaviour yesterday really felt like, why are we making so much effort? And Vinny just votes with his feet and goes, right, I'm going, and walks away. It's easy to walk. Yeah, it is. All right, see you later.
Under Mr. Goddard, the school strives never to expel a student.
The percentage of prisoners in jail who were excluded from school is massive. It's something like 80–85% of all inmates. I can't look myself in the eye when I do my tie-up and think that I can find somebody to that road. I'll do anything to avoid permanently excluding a kid. And that's a difficult line, giving that kid chance after chance after chance.
It's not allowed to be on indoors.
I know. And I ain't going to wear it with me.
I don't believe you at the moment.
Yeah, but...
Because I'm losing faith in you at the moment. I'm going to give you a headache until the bitter end.
Okay.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I've been to the dentist this morning.
And how was that?
And they said that I've got to eat crisps every few hours.
Really?
So I've got to eat
You need
some
to eat
crisps.
the lesson, do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Vinny, take your coat off. Vinny, you're in a place now where you can mess your whole life up.
Okay, you've got until I've handed these books out, and then we're going to start. Oh, no Matt today. No Vinny.
People would live in really quite terrible conditions, but it would be a roof over their head and there would be some form of food.
I am so hungry. I feel like I'm in poverty.
Compulsory vaccinations. OK, so what are vaccinations? Why is that important? OK, morning.
Morning. I've lost my report now.
Where have you been?
In G4, in RM, everywhere.
I've had Vinny since year 7 and we've always got on very well, and he said in year 9 he was only taking history because I was teaching it, and I've had a really good relationship, and all last year he would stay 1 hour every week to do his work with me, which is unheard of really from Vinny. It was fantastic.
Because I thought we had RM. Miss Conway told me I had RM.
You need to stay behind at the end because I told you
I've got 10
yesterday.
minutes with Miss Conway at the end.
Well, you need to stay behind and speak to me first.
All
so
right.
take a seat. Where are you going now? Oh, lovely. Super. I'll catch him later. Next one. It really upsets me when I know that we might lose students and they're just going to drift, and that's horrible.
Notice with him is like recently now when I talk to him, he's not the same puppy.
Like, you know, for whatever reason, his eyes look different. He's a different boy. He's not the way he was. In Year 7, I saw Vinny as a dad's boy. His dad came to all his football matches, and the kids would tell me that if Vinny got hurt and cried, the dad would be like, "Come on, Vin, you come off. Don't you worry about that." But I think Vinny had more of that dad time, and so I think Vinny got more damaged by that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So, I don't know.
Burn the top of your mouth when you're a fat pig and you eat your food too quickly. Let's be honest, that's how you do it. And now it really hurts.
Right, so what's happening in this lesson is you need to go into a Word document. You need to work quietly. You don't need to speak to anybody because you've got your own... Vinny, why are you late?
Huh? So what?
You in here with us? With me?
No, everybody. Why would I pick on you?
It is mainly for you, Vin, must admit. I'm going to put it at the front.
No, I don't.
No.
No,
You can't drink in here. You cannot drink it in here.
You've got to take it.
Because you can't drink it in here, Vinny.
I'll go stand outside and quickly.
No, Vinny. You actually just come into my classroom and a milkshake.
Vin, what are you doing? Why?
Vinny, she listen, I'm coming in. Because she's going to try and tell me that I've got to leave it on the side.
You're not supposed to have it, are you?
Well, if there was longer lunch times, I wouldn't...
Oh, lunchtime's not long enough then? Can't fit in 20 Bensons and a milkshake?
No.
OK, let's stop, because you're really taking the mick right now. Right, if you're not back in this classroom in 10 seconds, I'm going to get on call. OK?
One of the teaching staff is always on call throughout the day to deal with students removed from lessons.
You, turn around and leave. Why are you not working?
You've got 5 seconds to leave that outside and come in here, or you're not coming in. OK, 3 seconds. You're not coming in. You get on call.
All right.
We're having a fat argument over a banana milkshake.
Let's go.
Miss, you got a tissue? Vin?
No. Why are you talking to him?
Vin, get me a tissue, please.
Charlotte?
There's flipping water all over this computer.
OK, now you need to go outside.
Oh.
Calm yourself down.
Oh. No, you're pathetic.
She doesn't want to do the work. That's exactly what it is.
It's just joining Vinny, isn't she?
Yeah.
I'm a Smurf.
Come on, you downstairs.
Why am I allowed to go back in?
Go and apologise, you. Vinny! Vinny!
I'm going home.
Sir, who's on call?
I don't know.
Mrs. Turner has made her judgment. You're not happy with it, OK? No, listen. I think at times we have lost the sense that young people sometimes need very strong guidance. And I think at times we've almost lost that kind of confidence as a society that actually young people need to be controlled.
Stop, Vin, stop. No, I hate
And our constant wish to treat young people as completely autonomous people and to always give them the opportunity to express their opinion and to always let them be able to make decisions is actually quite detrimental.
OK, stop.
No, why
stop.
is it all right for you to do that?
Stop, because you are 15 or 16 years old, I am 38 years old, I'm a deputy head teacher,
So
and you're a
that's a
student.
law. So that's
Yes.
a law. Because
Yes.
you're older, you're allowed to speak whenever you want,
Yes.
and I'm not.
Yes.
Well, look, anyway, I'm talking
No,
now, so...
you will talk when I tell you can.
No,
At the
I
moment,
won't.
you won't.
I'm not a dog. You're not telling me when I do things.
OK, would you like to carry on attending this school in order to get an education?
Obviously.
Then start treating people with the respect
Yes,
they're entitled to
yes.
receive.
But
I have got a colleague here who is basically telling me that next time he's on call, he is wondering whether or not to do it. Because you are basically so utterly contemptuous of this school's attempts to manage and control discipline that you stop him from doing his job.
That's a lie, that's a lie. I'm talking now.
OK, conversation's over. Go and set us at Mr Gollard's office now.
Vinny will have about 27 final warnings, and he'll probably have more final warnings than quite a few of the staff would want him to have. But there comes a time where actually I'm on my own and I look around and everybody else is thinking, no, they've run out of chances. And that's when I have to stop and think, actually, am I doing the right thing, or is it a personal journey for me, more about me and getting this kid through than it is about the school as a whole? I've seen a few Vinny Hunters, I have to say. You're not the first Vinny Hunter I've seen, not actually called Vinny Hunter, obviously, but you're quite hard work, Vin. You are. It's quite hard work to keep being positive with you, keep saying you can do stuff, keep supporting you. It's emotionally quite difficult. Because actually, a bit of me wants to go, well, if you don't want to do it, then that's what a bit of me wants to do. If I'm honest, because then I've got more energy and more time to deal with other people. But I'm a stubborn old fool, and that's not what I do. I don't give up. But it feels a little bit like you are.
Right.
Let's come see you.
Yes, you do. Stand here, all of you in a line. There'll be lots of people. Right, name? Jake Pearson. Right. In your personal user area, you have a game called 13 Days in Hell and a game called 13 Days Nightmare 12. Would you like to tell me which one of your teachers told you to download that game into your personal user area so that you could run the game rather than accepting the limited internet access your teachers gave you? None. Right, you are banned from accessing the internet in school and go and join the line, except for a list of websites drawn up by your teachers until the new year. Off you go, please. Form a line behind these people. If you speak to me before I speak to you, I am going to internally exclude you. And you are all going to wait while I do exactly the same conversation with every single one of you, OK? Everyone in? Right. Daniel Whitbread, 11 games. Would you like to explain those? No, sir. You will have limited internet access until January for the fact that you have tried to get around your teacher's ability to educate you. Off you go, please. OK, Josh Jones. 46. Would you like to explain that to me? No, I thought not. Thank you very much. Ryan Howe. Would you like to explain to me which one of your teachers told you to download the Torture game? None. Thank you very much. Connor Goldhawk. In your personal area, there are 56. Well done. You win the prize. Which of your teachers told you to download 56 games? No, sir. Good answer. I think we're learning a little lesson this morning. Sometimes we just need to take the heat. That would be Fizzy. Thank you very much.
Look how cute Dina is when she's a baby.
I don't want to look. She's cute. She's cute now. Right, phone away. You can look at her later.
I've got other ones.
Right, I'll tell you what.
Vinny's behaviour is getting worse.
Wait, who's that?
Despite giving him one-to-one support, the school are finding it increasingly difficult to manage him.
Has he gone that way?
But Finn!
So Vinny basically is pushing the self-destruct button today.
Yesterday he was caught smoking on the Year 7 playground in front of the kids, and it's just not acceptable.
What he's trying to do is make every adult leave him alone.
Yeah.
Because he thinks if I'm horrible enough, adults will walk away from me. That's what he's doing, you know, and he's right, they will. I look at Vinny, that could have been me. You know, I lived in a big council estate. You know, I used to hang around under the slide when it was raining, and there was, you know, plenty of opportunities to make bad choices. I was from a family stock where I was able to make the right choice. And, you know, I look at somebody like Vinny who's had, you know, disruptions in his family life, and he hasn't got that security that I had. And so a lot of times I actually don't see where I was in the kids. I see there, but for the grace of God, I would have gone.
It breaks my heart to see where he started and where he's ended up.
Yeah.
You know, and how such a, you know, a gifted young person can just spiral out of control.
I think we always need to be aware he is a significant contributor to the problem because he wanders the corridors, he stops them from going to their lessons.
Yeah. We hold the line that if a young person is disturbing other people's learning, that's unacceptable.
No, but what I mean is when he's then walked
Yeah,
off
no, precisely.
and he's wandering, he is then stoking
Well,
the
he
fires
left the
of
site.
problems with
He left the site
everyone
on
else.
3 or 4 occasions and still comes back. Most Vinny's stuff will end up going through me and Bex. If you have to deal with him, deal with him, OK? And deal with him exactly the same way as you would do normally. So, there we go, all right? Children in Need Day. Joe, can you make sure that heads of house know?
The Vinny thing tears me apart completely. I think Vicky's right regarding Vinny. But it stretches my bounds of loyalty and my bounds of thinking it's the right thing to do to the absolute limit. But I do think he's right. I kind of think about it and I think, does that mean that he's a better person than me? In terms of he is more prepared to just keep going with Vinny and keep going and going and going? And am I somehow less of a caring person?
All right, see you later, mate.
I'll, yeah.
See you soon.
Baby, listen to Iron Maiden, baby, with you. Ooh.
It's 8:45. Vinny's turned up at school, but he's not in his uniform. He didn't spend the night at home.
Why are you dressed like that?
Because I think it's out.
So what happened?
I just started having an argument, and my mum ended up pushing me out the door.
So you're not in a good frame of mind at the moment?
No, really.
Okay. Have you spoke to her, Mum?
No. Don't want to either.
Well, I was about to say you probably don't want her at the moment either. Why? Ever, or...?
Ever. I want to go into care.
Okay, but it's not a nice place, Finn.
No, but it's better than my heart at the moment.
People glorify care and think, oh, yeah, it's going to be this and that. People are in there for reasons that aren't very nice. OK, I need to speak to someone to find out what we're going to do.
Miss, I got the money in now.
Oh, well done. You need to pass it on to Miss Page. Vinny's coming today, and he said, oh, Mum kicked me out last night. I stayed at Adina's, I haven't got my uniform, blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know where. Do you want me to contact Mum and find out?
Yeah, we need to find out if it's true.
Yeah.
And if it is true, then I'm going to take it straight to Brian, the social worker.
Hello, Kim. Yeah, he's in today. He said that he didn't stay at home because you kicked him out. OK, so that is true. Are you going to let him back at all, or...? Yeah, so you called the police in the end, and the police came round. OK. All right, then. Thanks. Bye. This sounds like it's really down, depressed.
OK, I'll get one.
Yeah, so she's not going to have him back.
Oh, darling, what's up? What's up, Vin? You've come to me, so don't tell me nothing's up.
I just want to...
Sit down. Things not good then?
Yeah. How you feeling then?
To the point of me being told I mustn't upset you. What did you do last night?
I had a fight with my little brother. No, because he slapped me around the face, so I...
Why did he slap you?
Because he kept jumping on my bed, so I dragged him off my bed.
And then he slapped you?
Yeah.
So he's been an annoying little brother.
Yeah, so then I hit him, and then my mum started having a go at me.
When you hit him, did you hit him, or did you...
Just gave him a little one.
Did he cry?
Yeah. But he always cries.
Do you always fight, you two?
He's only 11, Vin.
Just go home, Vin. Don't get into an argument and, you know, apologise and... Vin, listen to me.
Keep it sensible with Mum, yeah?
Just say, look, Mum, I know I've done wrong. I'm really sorry. I'm really trying here.
Would she kick me out if she loves me?
Because she don't know what to do, Vin.
Mate, I've been on the phone with your mum in tears. You know where we are, though,
Vin,
don't
you
you?
just come in here if you're feeling a bit...
Right. Cheers.
See you later.
It's not that I didn't want him, I just need help. I just knew that if I didn't do something soon, something bad was going to happen. And I know he won't see it at the moment, but when he's older, I'm hoping that he'll think, yeah, my mum did do that for a reason. She didn't do it because she didn't want me. She did it for my own good. It started when me and his dad split up. Up until a couple of months ago, I think he still thought that we was going to get back together again, but there was no chance of that. He's got no confidence in himself. When you talk to him, he's like he's got loads of confidence, but when he's indoors on his own, he hasn't. Other people don't see some of the sides that I see to him. Everybody who knows Vinny thinks he's lovely, and he is lovely. He's just, sometimes he goes off on one and He can just switch, just like that, ending up with Vinny's door hanging off by the hinge.
All you need to do, right, is...
It's 2 days since Vinny's argument with his mum and younger brother. Since then, he hasn't been staying at home.
Social worker's going to come over called Brian Goff. I know he's on his way. I'll be back in a minute.
Head teacher Mr. Goddard has just had a call to say social services are on their way to see Vinny. They've agreed with his mum he should go into voluntary care.
Vinny's about to be taken to his child home, basically, Chelmsford. Right. Is Vinny aware that this is a possibility?
Yeah, when he spoke to us last, they said I'm either going into care tomorrow,
right,
or I'm going to a foster placement.
Okay, and what's his view on it?
He said Mum doesn't want me at home. We had a long chat about life and everything else, and he said it's probably better that I'm gone.
Fucking hell.
He said maybe it'll give me a chance to clear my head, get it right. The worry, of course, with a kid his own, is it could actually be exactly the wrong thing.
He learns how to be better at what he's don't want him to be better at.
It depends who's surrounding him.
And how long he stays there for. All right. Your involvement in families and the issues around families is much bigger than it's ever been. Don't go up to him. I'm going to go and collect him and bring him to my office. We have a multi-agency meeting with the police, the hospital, social care, youth offending, all sitting around the table with a school teacher. And more often than not over the last few years, the lead professional chosen to look after that young person or that family from around that table is the school. Hello, miss. Log on for us to chat. Sorry, miss, is that
That's right, save it.
Thanks, miss.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Just give us 30 seconds, Vinny. He's on his way over. It can't be far. I'll see. What's the plan?
The plan is, we found him a placement in residential children's home. They're going to take him this afternoon. Our duty is to provide him a safe place to stay.
Yeah.
This is the last option. I'd much rather work at home.
Yeah.
Because the further that gap becomes,
Yeah, definitely.
the more he starts linking in with what's going on down there,
Yeah.
the harder it is to get him back. So I feel some more in-depth work could be done at home, possibly to try and work out what's going on, bringing his dad into that. The conflict between mum and dad, trying to sort that out for a start.
The breaking point was the breakup of mum and dad. He's very damaged goods from that point of view. Yeah. Okay, let's get him in.
Okay.
Come. Oh, where's he gone? Oh, that's not a good sign. Oh, there you are. I was thinking, oh, where's he gone? Come in, Vin.
Right.
Have a seat, mate.
All right, mate. Yeah, good. You aware of what's going on in the situation?
Yeah.
Yeah? There'll be other kids there. Don't know what they're like. Some will be good. Some they're all good. Some behaviour will be better than others. You're your own man. Keep your own and do your own thing. Don't be pulled into the behaviour of other kids. Okay. Kids will be saying, "Yeah, we play stuff up. We do this. We do that." Do your own thing.
Yeah.
Right. This breaks my heart. But the fact we're having this conversation all breaks my heart. This is a horrible experience for you, and I understand that. But we have to get something out of it that's positive, that helps you move on the next step. And this place is what can do that for you. Okay? Yeah. There is so much potential in you, Vinny, still to get it right. And still to get the job you need and the life you want. While the other stuff in your life is up and down, up in the air and not really knowing what this isn't. Okay? And you will always be welcome back in, no matter how many times you annoy us. And we will get you the results you need to move on. Okay? The more you can spend here, the more you can invest in your future, the less chance there is of your kids when you haven't ever been in this position. Yeah?
Right, you take care of yourself, yeah? Right, mate. See you later.
You all right? Yeah? All right. Yeah? You sure? All right. I'll sign you out.
Thank you.
All right, mate.
You're not in a good place, are you?
No, not quite.
Okay.
Vinny, where you going?
What?
Where you going?
Chelmsford.
Why? Where are you two going tonight? Are you not out tonight then? Really? Yeah. See you later.
I've never had one where they've moved into care at that stage of their life. We've nurtured him for 4 years and a bit. I sit there thinking that this is a young person that I showed around the school as a year 6 with his mum and dad. You all right, fella? Which path is he now taking? His behaviour's forced him down this path, but is it a path that he can get out of? You know, is it something that he can change and still lead the life that he's capable of? And you come back to saying, could you have done more? You know, have we missed a trick? Have we not involved parents? Have we not seen those signs with Vinny earlier and therefore could have stopped this happening?
Listen, go and de-stress. Have a lovely weekend.
On yourself.
And you, sweetheart. See you soon. Bye.
It's Monday morning.
Come here. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
You are turning into somebody who I keep having to tell off at the moment. You need to be very careful that people don't start thinking that you're going to be a problem student. Please be good. Pockets, don't eat them.
The amount of dollars you're going to get is going...
Vinny's back in school after his first weekend in care.
So you're just multiplying 450 by 1.85. That will give you how many?
£832.50.
$832.50, yeah? OK, good. Those of you who weren't here last lesson, I said homework.
Yeah, we get pocket money on it, man.
How much?
£7.50 on a Friday, £3 every day for school, and £3.10 on a Wednesday.
That's real good.
A bonus money.
That's real good. That's actually sick. I know.
I've reduced Vinny Hunter's timetable this morning.
Right.
He was in the access centre period 1, nice and calm. He seems okay, actually.
So what's the people like there?
All right. They're all... Yeah.
Not like you, are they?
Much worse than me.
How long have you got to stay there?
4 months. I have to, don't I?
Yeah. You look all right, though. Any nice girls? That'd be a bonus, wouldn't it? You have to do your own washing or anything? Oh, do you? They don't do your ironing or nothing? So how do you find it? Can you use a washing machine?
Right, I've learned in the last 2 years.
So you're allowed just to see Mum when you want, though?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
I'm not allowed to come down on school days, though.
No. You're allowed to see Mum on school days? No. No.
Let's wait till the weekend. It's all right.
You'll be all right. Won't you, Vinny? Look at me.
Yeah.
Will be.
Hopefully.
So do you phone Mum every day? Try to.
Vinny will leave with your 5A stars to C. He'll get those, you know. Will he get B's and A's? No.
We finish at 1 and we finish.
I'll get him to his exams. By hook or crook, I'll get him to his exams. There's not a doubt in my mind he'll make it to the end of school. But it will be with a few bruises for both of us on the way home.
where I am if you need me.
Cheers, mate.
Next week.
I've been given the option and I want to pick an option and she won't let... No, I won't!
Alarm bells are ringing for me. I've got strong staff saying he's unteachable.
Calm down, calm down, calm down. Don't smash anything.
Have you ever thought about having anger management lessons or anything like that?
Already had them. Yeah, it didn't work.
Mine's actually okay.
First love, it's 15 and 16, it's absolute pandemonium.
Did you not know? No! No! I'm scared still.
And if you want to catch the whole of Educating Essex, you can get yourself over to 4OD, where you can watch the whole box set. Handy that. And something else that's handy? Having someone use you as a scapegoat. Mark Wahlberg discovers Danny Glover might not be as nice as he makes himself out to be in our movie Shooter, tomorrow at 9. Next tonight, though, it's How I Met Your Mother.